these are the Chrysos Heirs. They're basically the characters released throughout Amphoreus, and with 14 of them, I started wondering, is it actually possible to beat endgame using only the Chrysos Heirs? For Starward Mode, we need 3 teams for 3 different bosses. Starting with Flame Reaver, we're bringing Aglaea, Cyrene, Tribbie, and Heng PT. Then for Graphia, we're going with Phainon, Cerydra, Trailblazer, and Cipher. Lastly, we have Sparksy, and this is the boss I'm definitely the most worried about. There's one element that every enemy on this floor is weak to, and that's fire. So that means we should use a fire Chrysos Heir, right? Well, somehow none of the Chrysos Heirs are fire, and that's a pretty big problem because Sparksy is by far the hardest boss out of the 3. So we're gonna have to try our best here with Castorice, Evernight, Mydei, and Hyacine. 3 damage dealers and little Ika. We'll worry about this later though. First, let's take on Flame Reaver. Alright, I believe in Aglaea. I think she can definitely do this. We have all these characters buffing her here, and with Heng, we're immediately going to use our ultimate right here. Enhanced Soul Dragon. Tribbie comes in with the follow-up attack, and we're going to be able to take advantage of her ultimate here to further buff the entire team. Plus, we also have Dance 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 on Tribbie, so we're going to be able to advance toward the team as well, helping us get more points of recollection for Cyrene, and also being able to attack sooner with Aglaea as well. We're going to take a bit of damage here, but honestly, I'm not too worried about the sustainability of this team with Heng. He has very beefy shields, so we'll be healthy throughout the entire fight. Cyrene, we can once again use another skill. We're trying to get those 24 points of recollection so we can use her ultimate. We also got the Aglaea ultimate ready to go now, so we are going to use that in a moment here. What I am going to do first is basic attack, follow up here with the ultimate. There we go. All right, we can advance for the entire team here. Tribbie is right behind Aglaea, and now our first joint attack, boom! Not too much damage just yet, but our damage will definitely skyrocket very soon. And we're already getting close to using another Tribbie ultimate as well. So now it's Cyrene. We're going to use the skill, immediately use her ultimate as well, so we can take advantage of those buffs and also get back all of our ultimates. Now, one character that's really useful on any Chrysos Heir team is Cyrene. She gives unique buffs to each Chrysos Heir, but for this team, I needed her the most for Aglaea. Aglaea has a huge energy cost, and Cyrene's special buff helps her get more energy while also increasing her damage. This is really important because if Aglaea leaves the Supreme Stance state from her ultimate, she'll lose out on a ton of damage. And this is why we need Cyrene. We'll easily be able to defeat these enemies within this cycle here. So there goes Garment Maker, and now with Cyrene, we can just attack once again. We can just hold on to our points of recollection though, as Aglaea is doing fine right now on her energy. And boom, there we go. And then Garment Maker comes in, and we'll be able to get just a bit more energy for the rest of our characters before moving on to Flame Reaver. Gonna take a bit of damage here. I'm just gonna save the Tribbie ultimate for once we fight Flame Reaver here in a moment. And boom, there we go. Okay, Tribbie time. Advance for the entire team. Garment Maker will also immediately attack here. And bam! Now another joint attack, boom! Not too much damage just yet, but once we get rid of those clones that Flame Reaver will summon in a moment, this will be really good for our damage output. So Heng, time for another ultimate, boom! And we're also really close to getting Aglaea's ultimate as well. We're gonna get attacked here, which is fine. We are gonna be able to get the Aglaea ultimate. There we go. Garment Maker is going to attack once again. And now with Aglaea, we can use her ultimate to reset the countdown for the Supreme Stand state and reapply the Cyrene buff to Aglaea. This buff is just going to be so helpful for getting us more and more energy, as you all can see. Now, the Tribbie ultimate, basic attack. We did get rid of 2 of those clones, which is awesome. And we're just going to keep focusing on dealing as much damage as possible to Flame Reaver here. All right, another joint attack coming in. Bam! bam. Okay, those clones did not go down, but it is fine. Garment Maker is going to finish them off here. We are going to use the ultimate once again on Aglaea, as I do need her to get some more energy, as we're getting really close to her Supreme Stand state ending. So definitely need that extra bit of energy. And now Tribbie can also advance forward Aglaea above the Supreme Stance countdown. We can just use his ultimate right here. Boom. We should be able to get the Aglaea ultimate, I think, in a moment here. Okay, go Garment Maker. This should be enough. Boom. Wait, 3%. Okay, wait. I'm going to attack here with Cyrene instead, because we literally just need Flame Reaver to attack Aglaea one more time. Okay, we're literally right there. We're just a little bit of energy off. Come on. Come on. Okay, yes. Okay, perfect. That was a little risky, but it did work out in the end because we're able to use the ultimate again. And then we can reapply the buff to Aglaea as well with Cyrene's ultimate right here. There we go. And now Aglaea can just keep attacking Flame Reaver like we were before. And we're just gonna keep dealing more and more damage here to Flame Reaver. And we should be able to potentially clear, I think, within this cycle here. If not, we would, I think, take at most one more cycle. And now Aglaea, boom, there we go. Okay, all the clones are gone. So yeah, we should be able, I think, to clear within this cycle right here. This fight is going pretty smooth. We are about to lose the Supreme Stand state, but Garment Maker attacks before we exit the state. So will this be enough? That was enough energy. So we can now use the ultimate again. We're literally staying in the Supreme Stand state the entire fight. And that's definitely why Cyrene is just so important to have with Aglaea here, because otherwise we just wouldn't be having those extra sources of energy, which would be really detrimental to our Aglaea team here. All right, all the clones are gone, and bam! Oh, 1%. Okay, well, Cyrene, being one of the MVPs here, can just finish off Flame Reaver. And we were able to get a 3-cycle clear. So we still have a nice amount of cycles for Node 2 and Node 3. And now we're on to side 2, so let's take on Graphia. Alrighty, Cerydra is immediately going to give the buff here to Phainon. And with Trailblazer, we can just summon Mem. We can get more charge from Mem here. Boom, there we go. Cipher follow-up, and now we can advance forward Phainon once again, and hopefully these enemies primarily attack Phainon. Or no, I literally said attack Phainon. They're literally attacking. Okay, stop attacking Phainon. Oh my gosh, he's about to die. And when I said attack Phainon, I didn't mean like almost kill him. Look at his HP. He's almost dead. Okay, at least we're getting back HP for him, but Phainon literally almost died right away. Okay, let's use the skill. Now we have the buff from Cerydra, and now we're gonna get 8 out of 6 stacks, and we can follow up here with the Phainon ultimate. So now Phainon is literally gonna get revenge on these enemies. We're reducing him to like 300 something HP. We're gonna lock in here. Meteor coming in. We got double meteors, and boom, 1.6 million. And now we have another meteor, and bam, 1.7. These enemies are almost dead now. We are gonna take a bit of damage here, but I am just gonna defeat these enemies with the meteor. And boom, there we go. Now we're on to Graphia here, and we also got the extra attack. So now with Phainon, I could just basic attack. We now have double meteors, and bam, another one coming in. Boom. Oh my gosh, she's already at 49%. Okay, we're doing pretty good. We can just do another basic attack. Okay, so she's gonna attack us, but effect resistance. Yeah, Phainon just does not care. Any of these debuffs, we handle them like a champ. And now Phainon is just gonna do one final hit. Okay, she's already at 8%, and we got enough charge here to advance forward Phainon, so we're just gonna use his skill. All right, with Cipher here, I am just going to basic attack. We can skill here with Cerydra. I'm waiting until Graphia is in phase 2 before I use the Cipher ultimate. We're gonna literally unleash a nuke onto Graphia here. Oh, my Cipher! No, 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 no. Please do not do that. Okay, we're gonna get enough points here. Cipher follow-up. And bam! Okay, now we're on to phase 2. We're immediately gonna use the Cipher ultimate. So all of this damage right here goes onto Graphia. And bam! bam, 68%. Okay, now we're at 67%, and now we can immediately go into the Phainon ultimate again. So we're just immediately gonna unleash a meteor, and boom! Now we can just basic attack, and this is literally gonna do nothing to Phainon. Phainon does not care. Let's go. Okay, I think this should actually finish off Graphia here. One meteor, and boom! Now second meteor coming in, and what? Bam! She literally died before the meteor finished the hit. Oh my gosh. Okay, we did it. 2 cycles. Now for boss 3, Castorice is our main DPS. Evernight and Mydei can constantly gain and lose HP, which helps charge Castorice's ultimate so we can use Netherwing as much as possible. Hyacine will keep the team alive while also helping Castorice gain even more charge. And Mydei can help us out a bit when it comes to dealing with enemies that are weak to imaginary. So overall, this team actually has pretty strong synergy, but there's one big problem. Not every enemy is weak to Quantum, which is going to make things a lot harder for Castorice. All right, let's see just how much damage Netherwing deals here. These enemies have a lot of quantum resistance, so only 500,000. No. Yeah, okay, these 2 enemies are literally going to be so annoying to deal with. We just have to keep withering down their HP as much as we can. Come on, Netherwing, let's go. Can we deal a little bit more damage this time, please? Can we get a 600k? Boom. Okay, 600k. There we go. Okay, these enemies are attacking us, but this is actually helping us out quite a bit because we're getting more new bud for Castorice, Memoria for Evernight, more charge for Mydei. So this is working out. We do have our triple DPS plus Little Ika, and of course Hyacine. All right, another skill and another wing coming in. Let's see how much damage we could deal here. I'm hoping this is a nice amount. Okay, maybe 600, 700. Oh, 800. Okay. We're dealing more damage. Let's go. All right, please. This freaking Johnny Bravo chicken is so annoying to deal with. Okay, boom. There we go. Not much damage from Evernight there, but it's fine. I mean, neither of these enemies are weak to ice either, so we're just doing what we can here. Let's use her ultimate once again. So we do have the vulnerability debuff on both these enemies, and boom. Come on. My Mydei! Okay, Mydei's fine. Mydei's fine. He is fine. Okay, Evernight can attack here. We're gonna deal some damage. And now Netherwing can lock in. Okay, maybe... Ooh, okay, we're dealing more damage. Come on. And boom! Okay, 1,000,000. We dealt over 1,000,000 right there. These enemies are almost goners, so we can just use the ultimate. Come on, Little Ika. What? Bam! Okay, we got rid of the Johnny Bravo chicken. So all that's left is this enemy right here, so I'm not too worried. Oh, we did get the Castorice ultimate as well. All right, let's use Castorice's ultimate, and let's use the skill. Now we're gonna Dragon Breath. Okay, we defeated that enemy, and now we're on to Sparksy. So we're actually gonna be able to attack 1 Dragon Breath here before we go into the subfield. And boom, there we go. All right, we're in the subfield now. We have Castorice in the field. We'll be okay. Now with Hyacine, I could just use my skill, and boom! We're gonna hit both of these TVs right here. And now we're gonna summon Netherwing once again so we can take advantage of the buffs and debuffs from those TVs. Well, bam! 500k right there, so nothing too crazy, but it's okay. With Evernight, we're just gonna attack like so. We did get to hit the 2 TVs once again, and Mydei's also gonna hit the 2 TVs 2 times in a row. Now Castorice is gonna get attacked a bit, but it's okay. With Evernight, we could just skill once again. And now with Castorice, we're gonna summon Netherwing. All right, now Evernight can attack once again, and boom. We can actually use the Evernight ultimate here to inflict the vulnerability debuff onto these enemies so that we're able to deal even more damage to these enemies right here. I think we're gonna have to use 1 more ultimate though before we can exit the subfield, and boom. We literally have to use so many ultimates to exit the subfield, but okay. Little Ika goes, well, bam! Now with Hyacine, we can just use her ultimate once again. Little Ika's gonna attack. Now with Castorice, another ultimate, and we can use our skill. Follow up here with Netherwing. Come on, we should be able to exit the subfield here. We're really close. And Well, bam! Okay, we exit the subfield. So now with Evernight, we can just attack like so. And boom, we're just gonna focus on dealing as much damage as possible here. We're gonna use the ultimate here with Mydei, and now with Castorice, I can also use her ultimate here. Little Ika's gonna attack, boom. Mydei's gonna come in with another attack, well bam. And now with Netherwing, we can deal a bunch of damage right here. Over 2 million, and boom, 3 million damage right there, and Mydei's gonna attack once again. So we're just going all in right now on dealing as much damage as possible. Okay, go little Ika, and what bam! Oh wait, please no. Wait. Please don't go back in the subfield. No, we're going back in the subfield. I should be able to reduce the 3% HP pretty fast. Yeah, so 2%. Come on, Evernight, please. No, please. Okay, boom, 1%. The ultimate should be able to get to 0. No! Okay, come on, Eevee, yes, okay. We're on to phase 2 now, and we're going straight back into the subfield. Okay, it's fine. We're just gonna skill and use our ultimate in a moment here. We are gonna attack with Evernight though, so there we go. And now with Netherwing, let's just deal as much damage as we can. Also, Mydei's about to attack as well, so that's pretty good. And boom! Okay, we're gonna get attacked here a bit, but it's fine. With Hyacine, we can use our ultimate. Now little Ika's gonna come in. Well, bam! Mydei is about to attack. And boom! There we go. Now with Castorice, we can summon Netherwing once again. We're gonna have to use a couple of ultimates here in order to break through the subfield, but it is fine. This is the most we can do right now, so let's just keep attacking. 46%. I think we need to deal maybe 2 more ultimates. I'm thinking it's 2 more ultimates. Okay, so let's just work towards getting that new bud so we can use another Castorice ultimate in a moment. Okay, Mydei attacks. Well, bam, we did get another ultimate. Come on, Netherwing and Castorice, boom. Yeah, I'm thinking 1 more ultimate after this one. We're getting really low on the subfield HP. Boom, 16% remaining. Okay, we are getting close though to another Castorice ultimate. Eevee attacks, and boom, there we go. I feel like my computer is literally about to explode. My game is like actually kind of lagging right now. Yeah, why is my Netherwing lagging? Yeah, my computer is actually about to explode right now from Netherwing. No! Okay, wait, we're out of the subfield though. Let's go. Yay, we're out of the subfield. Okay, please, we need to finish this fight soon before my computer literally explodes at this rate. Okay, go Mydei. Boom. And now we're gonna attack once again. Well, bam. And now with Hyacine, we can use her ultimate. Little Ika's gonna attack. And now with Evernight, we can deal a good chunk of damage here. Let's see, can Netherwing kill here? Okay, we're dealing a lot of damage. Can we kill? Boom! Okay, 25%. We're so close. Come on, we can do this. I believe we could do this. Please just don't let me enter another subfield, please. Okay, wait, we got this. Castorice ultimate. Okay, Castorice skill. Now, with Netherwing, we can finish off this fight. My computer is gonna explode. Look at how laggy it is. Oh my gosh. Please just finish this fight, please. Okay. We did it! Let's go! My computer survived. We took 3 cycles on node 1, 2 cycles on node 2, and 4 cycles on node 3. This challenge was definitely very fun to do, and if there's any other challenges you'd like to see from me, do let me know in the comments down below. Lastly, if you did enjoy today's video, consider subscribing to see some more content from me. Leave a like to support today's video, and I hope to see you all next time. Peace.